Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am HB Gaming and that is the Mighty Mouse. This is a fast preview done fast. Although I don't think it will be because I don't think the mouse does anything fast. So let's take a look at the armor real quick and then we'll get on to the gun and get into a battle. So pretty much frontally, it's not quite an immovable force here, but it does have a lower plate that's a little weak, I guess, for tier 10s and maybe tier 9 TDs. But if you angle this guy a fair amount, you know, maybe right about there, you're looking at about 280, 290, somewhere around there. Your upper plate in the 330 range. And your side is in the 400 to 500, almost, well, yeah, about 600 at the back there. If you're driving this guy, don't ever keep your turret pointed at your enemy. Number one bit of advice. It's just like the mouse, or sorry, the mouse. It is the mouse. No, it's just like the E100 in that aspect. Whenever you're done firing, turn your turret to the side just like you would in the E100, and it's actually a little weaker just because it's not I don't know, I guess it's just not as well angled or something. I don't know, the angle is weird, you know, it's rounded like it's almost like a ball, but as you can see, even at that you're still only about 270 when you get down lower, obviously, but right in the middle there, which you can hit, you know, even though it is rounded like that. So keep it angled, you know, you don't have to you can keep your armor like this. You can even turn your turret a little farther to keep it even more angled. But anyway, that's pretty much it. You know, your sides are pretty flat, so if you're side on to somebody, they're going to pin you unless they shoot down here into your spaced armor. And your turret, as you can see, is angled quite a bit, just like the E100. So I've had people bounce off my E100, you know, when I'm like this pretty much. So I don't know if the mouse is as good necessarily, but your rear, you know, is the soft spot. Obviously your turret is basically the same. But anyway, let's get into the gun real quick here. The gun is basically the VK4502B, the top gun on it. As you can see, rate of fire is just over 4 rounds per minute. Pen is 246. APCR is 311, and your HE is 65. So even like a Leopard, you can pin them with HE on the sides. So, you know, if for some reason you have HE loaded, it's not quite as high as the E100's penetration is on the HE, and obviously the alpha isn't as good, but still not too bad. But 490 alpha on your standard and APCR, and 630 on your HE. 0.38 dispersion and 2.3 aim time, so not too bad. You know, it's a German gun, typical. Pretty good on the dispersion there. Not, you know, not bad, not Russian bad. So 3,000 hit points, 188.98 tons with nothing loaded on it. No spall liner, no, you know, I haven't put anything on it yet. I don't have the cache, as you can see. 1750 horsepower engine, which is pretty lagging. I mean, or you know, it's not very good for how big the tank is. 20 kilometers per hour top speed. Pretty much 15 traverse speed. A hair more on the turret, but you know, you're not going to really notice that. 1 degree more. So it's pretty slow. So definitely get clutch braking on your driver if you don't already have it for some reason. You should really, if you're if you've been working up your heavy line, which you have, you know, but if you're working your crew up through it, you should have clutch braking already. Every heavy needs clutch braking, in my opinion. 400 view range, and I do have situational awareness, which is add this in. If I don't have a fully trained crew yet, so this would be maybe 410 or so by the time that happens, and then with recon you're looking up at, you know, 420 or whatever, 415. I'm not sure how much recon adds compared to situational awareness, but 400 is pretty much standard for tier 10, so you know you'll be able to see what's coming at you at least just as easily as they'll be able to see you. So signal range is 720, but nobody gives a rip, and that is about it. So let me get into battle here, and let me fix this real quick. I've played a couple, I think 4 or 5 games in it already, and haven't been all that successful. It definitely blocks, you know, anything and everything that is fired at it, pretty much, as long as you're angled. But you'll see about the gun. So anyway, on to the battlefield. Alrighty, well, I don't know, not too bad of a matchup. We're pretty much even as far as, I mean, they do have a T-57 heavy, so they have one more tier 10 heavy than we do, but other than that, I don't know. They've got a better artillery than we do. Well, yeah, I guess so. We've got 2 tier 9s, they've got the 1 tier 10, and a couple tier 8s. And we've got 1 tier 8, so I don't know. Pretty much null and void as far as the advantage there. But anyway, so I do these fast previews. I don't know how fast they are necessarily anymore, but you know, that's what I called it at first, so that's what it's going to remain. I try to keep them around 20 minutes apiece. I show like 2 live battles. Whoop. And me, you know, being a goofball and clipping garbage and whatnot. But the tier 10s, I do a preview of them only to show not necessarily what the beginning of the tank looks like, you know, as far as, you know, you don't have a beginner's gun, I guess. It's fully kitted, so you know, there isn't a whole lot as far as difference between fully upgraded and not fully upgraded. But come on, people, I don't know where everyone's at. Why we have our 110 back at the back there? But needless to say, probably going to get flanked here. And we got nobody watching our butt here. So this is what's going to happen. And you can see he bounced off the side of my turret there, I think. I don't know. Not exactly sure, but he bounced off of something. And I tracked him. I wasn't trying to necessarily... Oh, Centurion's down, so I can move back up, I guess. Anyway, I do these to give you an idea of, you know, because you see these guys, not that there's anything wrong with what they do, you know, Quickie Baby and pretty much everybody else. There isn't a whole lot of people out there that, jeez, I missed, that show games like this. Yeah. It's me against the world over here. But, I can get down below this hill here. And of course he's shooting gold. Why not, you know? I try to show these games though, because I'd rather point my gun at that, you know. As you can see, the armor holds up pretty well. He's gonna have a rude awakening when he gets up there. That 268's up there. And this sucker. Would have been nice for me to kill him early, but anyway, so watching somebody play this, you know, that's played 600 games on it already, and you know, is a W&8 of 3,000 isn't the normal match. So didn't mean to hit him, but so we ended up with a third-class mastery, spotter, sharpshooter, and hand of God, and steel wall. 1,471 damage, not a whole lot. 775 experience there. 1 kill, blocked 2,540 damage, spotted 1,071. Ended up making 11,000, just over 11,000 credits, and with the 2 times we got 2326. But what I was saying though is, you know, the average player that unlocks this, you know, has a W&8 around me. You watch this, you might learn something before you unlock it. You know, you're working your way up. You might learn something from me playing it, an average player showing you the average game. That's my hope, at least. So anyway, let's go into the next battle and see how we do. Well, we definitely have a heavy advantage here, and we're on the worst map in the game, so I like to have all the advantage I can on this map. That's my personal opinion, at least. Views expressed here are not the views and opinions of wargaming. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, we definitely have an advantage on them. 3 tier 10 heavies. They've got the lowly IS-7, and I got spotted. Let's see if we can put a shot into one of these Waffenträgers down here. The gun is fairly accurate, I noticed that. You know, it's not bad at least. Got me with HE. Firing the HE. And he's reloading right now, so pretty sure he fired out his whole clip. And he's going to get wasted by that ST-1 up there. And since the T-34 is crossing over, I'm safe to, because he's probably going to hit him before he hits me. Or she. You know, there are women that play this game. I've never met one, but I'm pretty sure there are some out there. Well, Rita. In case. That's probably the only woman that I've. Well, she's. There's a couple other streamers that are out there, but. We're gonna flank this guy. I'm not sure exactly what spot me there. Oh, come on. What in the world? Tracked me. I tracked him though, but that's about as far as that went. And he's definitely got faster repairs on me. Otherwise, he, I don't know, he may have. Oh, come on, dude! Don't make me chase you. So this is definitely a whooping, but let's see if I can get a little more damage here. Yeah, he bounced off. I'm not sure where he was shooting at, but where did that go? That should have hit him. He's going to come around the corner over here. I'm not going to be reloading at the time unless somebody can track him. Ah. And of course my driver is dead. Now I'm not going to spend the credits to get him back up, but it doesn't make a difference. So the battle results on that bad boy. We ended up with 1,368 damage, 1 kill, 574 base experience. Ended up blocking 1,050, one from the IS-7 and one from that. I don't know why it doesn't show the Waffenträger Panzer IV there. But anyway, 460 assistance, 26,000 credits, not too bad. That would have been a positive game even without premium, so you know you've done at least decent. We shot 5, hit 4, pinned 3, so not too bad. But I didn't really see any heavies either. That IS-7 was about it, and he was just side on to me the whole game. But 861 experience after the premium bonus. So pretty much you've seen what you're gonna come up against here. You've got the armor. My first game in this, I blocked 4,700 and some damage, I think. I've had 2 games where I've blocked over 4,000. So as long as you can keep it angled, but it's kind of hard to keep it angled. It just doesn't have the rotation to be able to. You could see me struggling to kind of keep up with that IS-7 moving horizontally in front of me across my axis there. So you're going to run into that. It's kind of a situational tank and a tank at the same time that you have to think about what you're going to do next before you do it. So, and I can do that sometimes, but a lot of the times I'm late on seeing things, you know, which just comes from experience in playing the game more than anything. So, I don't know. I like the E100 better, I'd say, at this point in time at least, just because it has better movement, and the gun handling isn't too bad, but it does take a little bit of time to aim up on things. For 2.3 it doesn't seem like that. It seems like 2.5, 2.7 or something. But anyway, not a bad tank. Obviously it's a tier 10, but it's just a slow play style. So, but as you can see, I'm kind of used to that, I guess. I kind of like that. I mean, I've got all these big super heavy tanks, you know. I'm probably once I unlock the E5, that'll be a different story, I guess, because that's not like that. But anyway, not a bad tank overall. It plays a lot like the VK4502B, so if you enjoy that, you'll definitely enjoy this. I did, but I just haven't played enough games in this yet to, I think, get used to it. So anyway, that is my fast preview done fast. Appreciate you guys hanging out and watching a little bit of the Mighty Mouse. And you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time.